And welcome back as we continue Dungeons and Dragons 5th Edition, Tomb of Annihilation. I'm here with the Gamebreakers crew. We had a short break and we returned to our heroes, finding themselves now locked inside the dungeon. Broken sees no obvious way of opening this door.
All right, unless we smash it. I mean, classic.
Classic. And I leave you there. So,
Well, I mean, if we absolutely have to, still have teleport options. Might as well go forward.
Yeah. Nowhere else to go. I will
So,
fight
do
to the sunlight if we have to.
do we go down the big staircase? Do we go down the secret staircase we found, or do we go down the waterfall? What do we all feel?
Let's go down the secret staircase. That's my bet.
Feel okay about that? Chippy, do you have a preference?
Sounds great. Uh, Maybe after the next couple god things, we could take a nap, get some spell slots back.
you feeling sleepy there? Azaka pipes in. I mean, it's not even lunchtime yet.
Spell slots, you know.
Yeah, and stay in the back, be conservative. We'll we'll keep you from dropping completely.
Firebolt every round. Yes. Roken and I will be the firebolt section.
Yeah, save the big
Yep.
stuff for the big stuff.
Yep, I haven't used a spell slot yet.
Broken. How tall is the staircase?
So, the staircase goes downward one story, I'm trying to think is the 30 feet. There is so I see that we now have our tokens placed over here, so getting caught up. You had checked this out once before, but it was in the middle of an engagement. Being
Yeah,
that
we
you're
had.
here and have some time, there is both light and sound coming from below.
Hmm.
Uh, how how tall is the staircase? Like, not how far down does it go, but like how much distance from stair to ceiling?
We'll say that it's probably something like 7 feet.
Okay. So enough for two people if they're sneaky to have one person up against the ceiling, one person down on the stairs checking traps.
You psychically communicate with each other. So listening, you hear metal, you hear chains.
Do you feel confident sending Alex for a quick peek, or do you want to creep down with you and me, Broken?
Alex says, sure, and takes off.
Well, then let's you and me slowly follow.
Yeah.
All right.
The lunatic will stick to the back, unconcerned with teammates in danger.
Clearly. Zaka posts up on the southern entrance, bow in hand. So it's Alex and Wayne heading down.
Yeah, for marching order, I think it's going to be Alex, then Roken, then Wayne. All right, Wayne is going to be flying above the stairs, but functionally, we're going to squeeze in space.
Okay, so we got a stealth from Alex. Let's go ahead and have that stealth check from Rogan and Wayne. And as you continue downward,
23.
Guide.
Oh yeah, Alex has advantage on stealth because of the boots of Elvenkind.
Nice.
nice. So the various stealth here is the three of you head down the stairs, and as you make your way into the room below, there is a change in the sounds we find. There is steam and pistons and bubbling gases and fluids and tubes, and there's all sorts of mechanicry happening in here. Also, there are a number of creatures moving about in here, with stopping at the threshold, we'll say, just beyond the door. You are able to make out one of those creatures you saw before.
Wait, gargoyle or mummy or white?
These are the tomb dwarves you saw
Ah,
earlier.
right, okay.
Now that you have a good look on the room here, I will say that you see these old wooden benches and shelves along the wall of this, and there's all these gears and chains and trap components. And you have cages hanging from the ceiling, small cages with rats.
Hmm.
On the north, there's this stepped dais with some kind of bulky contraption, something like an Iron Maiden, and that is where all the fluid and gas sounds seem to be emanating from, as there is a network of steaming pistons, tubes, and bubbling vats of blood. You see a number of these tomb dwarves operating the contraption.
I don't think we should let them finish.
Should we attack now?
Yeah, I think whatever's in there, we want it to stay in.
All right, let's attack.
Or if it's an experiment, if it's a spell, if it's a potion, I think whatever it is, we don't want them to finish whatever doing it.
Yeah, I agree.
Seems an appropriate time to roll some initiative. Yeah.
Select token. Cleverly.
All right. And as we are queuing up our initiative here, we do seem to have the drop. They seem to be unaware of your presence.
Okay.
So knowing that you want to move forward with violence,
I only see me and Chippy and the Tomb Dwarf. Am I first? I don't see Roken.
yeah,
My
Rohan.
I typed it wrong. It didn't roll. There we go. I got a 14.
Gotcha. Do you have your token here? No. See if I can give you hands. Here's a token for Roken. And a turn. So yes, there's an intent for violence, but it is Wayne who is up first. They're unaware.
Indeed.
They are undead. You had already determined that
Hmm.
previously.
Okay. These guys weren't that tough individually. We'll see what 5 of them looks like. I'm going to have to be the tank on this one, too. Okay. So 5, 10. $45. I will take an attack action which also triggers a bonus action offhand attack. I'm going to use that on this one.
Uh-huh.
And I'm attacking from stealth. It is didn't see me coming.
Nope.
Case. And this will be at +2 because it's undead. So total of 25 on the strike.
That looks like it is going to do it.
Okay, I will. It is, you said undead, so my claw strike ripples with lunar motes and sparkles as it tears through. Bonus. And I am channeling a 3rd level Eldritch Strike. No, 2nd level Eldritch Strike. So that's going to be 27 damage, and it is immediately knocked prone. No save.
Uh-huh. Of course, that was both magical and I believe silvered.
Yes, and moon silver, and it is specifically tuned for extra damage for. I assume this is an evil creature as well.
It is both undead and evil.
So because they're sanctified, that's also a plus. So total of 31 damage.
31. Thank you. And that comes from multiple sources, I believe, source and type.
Yeah, slashing / radiant is the source types. Oh, I think the Eldritch Strike might also be force. Let me check.
Okay. Nothing to worry about there. And while you lay your magically enhanced smite, the Eldritch Blow knocks them down. That's one attack action in. What else do you have?
That's my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one closest to the door is getting the first bow shot.
Okay.
Oh, that didn't work again. Nope. All right. My bridge broke. Oh well. Sharpshooter. That's a natural 20. So that one's also gonna get that one's getting a level 2 radiant or moonbow smite. To
You have advantage, right? And that was
yes.
a nat 20,
And I
so critted.
yeah.
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 It's a lot of dice.
That's a lot of dice.
No.
Plus sanctified also gets doubled. Plus
All of them dice. And
46 damage.
that is a good amount of damage there. That was to this one? No, this
That was
one.
to the one closest to the door.
This
To the
one
far
here.
to the far away door.
This
Right.
one here.
I don't want him getting away.
That one's also knocked down. And into pieces.
I was gonna say that wasn't a prone attack. Oh, knocked down. Oh, got it. Okay. Good. Got it dialed in. The next shot goes to this one. Also sharpshooter. Tragically not a nat 20, but a 30 I hope hits.
No,
Oh, well, next shot.
no, that's definitely a hit. Clearly, pwned. The bow shot rings true and finds target, delivering your moonshot.
33.
That magical bow tears into the crater, and this tomb birth white looks not pleased with what you've done.
And then
Bonus to action.
I'll take my third shot on that one. I on the first round of combat, I get an extra attack for an attack action because Gloomstalkers cheat. So same target, 24 to hit.
Yep.
31 more damage.
31. And that is enough to shoot through it into pieces, and it also falls.
All right. So yeah, 6 seconds well spent. Rangers.
All right, Chippy. Anything from the lunatic?
No, he's fine. He's gonna try to untweak the one eyeball that's now squinty and weird.
And we go to Chippy or Alex.
Chippy's gonna just run down the stairs and throw another Cure Wounds tattoo at Alex, and then I'll roll that in a sec. So that puts him, I guess, like kind of right behind them. And then Alex, I think, is gonna go. Yeah, she'll just go like right here, I guess. Still invisible and stealthing and all that. She'll use her bonus action to give Wayne advantage on his next attack if he didn't have it for some reason. And then I guess she'll just fire a pistol at this one right next to her.
Okay. Right here. Yep.
That is pistol. Did that roll?
Oh my.
Okay, that was to hit. And then damage. And that's going to be plus 2d6 because she assisted him. So then that's
And what is the weapon?
pistol, plus 1. So magic only, nothing else special.
Magic. Yeah. Magical piercing.
Magical piercing. Oh, wait, that was supposed to be 2d6. Is there a macro to type for just repeat the last command? Does anybody know it?
I remember that roller and I
arrow?
click on it a bunch.
Okay, plus 8, so that would be 19 piercing.
The musket shot.
Oh, just the up arrow does it. Great, okay, that'll save me time. And I think that makes her done. She still has a reaction, but aside from that, they're both done. And I'll roll his cure hit points now.
After blasting your biscuit, he does not look happy. Result. So yeah, looks like you're gonna put in your action. Any movement from Chippy there?
He's just gonna stay behind the traffic jam. He'll
Yeah.
stay on the stairs there.
And we now come to watching the violence unfold in front of you, and there's a bit of a clang as this musket has fired up.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hit the northmost one with my firebolt. Getting assistance from Fox.
This one here, yeah.
Indeed. He. So with advantage, I rolled the same thing. 21. It's a hit.
A 21 will hit, yes.
Sweet.
The firebolt strikes true. And fire lasers into the target.
So 41 damage.
And it is incinerated into a flaming pile. What used to be a body, but is no longer.
And that's my turn.
With this, we have some tomb dwarves here. And the dwarves run over and pull a lever on the wall, and a vat of blood is dumped into the top of this Iron Maiden-esque coffin thing.
That's what I wanted to avoid.
This other one yanks a lever, and out appears something awful.
I should have stayed 5 foot ahead. Could have got the reaction.
I am not surprised.
Where's the yeah. Do. As we are fighting these creatures, these two had released this bucket-headed monstrosity.
I'm sure it'll be friendly.
Of course.
That is not
friendly
friend shape.
It's kind of French. I have friends that are that shape.
Too funny. And with that, we
Oh, wait, we've seen these before. That is not.
I'm gonna say it's either the bass player or the drummer. It's definitely not one of the horn section.
All right. So while these two ran over and did the dials and the knobs, it now falls Twain.
Was Azaka in the initiative?
Nope. She's keeping an eye upstairs.
Okay, watching our back.
All the sneaky sneaks go ahead. So.
Okay, well then the first thing that's gonna happen is the lunatic is gonna try its spiffy new stun power on that thing.
That thing.
On that thing.
All right.
So if I remember right, it needs to make a wisdom save.
Indeed. Bomb, bomb, bomb. No, just a moment here. So the lunatic shambles forward and channels all of Wongo's arrangements into this creature. And while that one wonky eye continues to be wonky, it seems to affect this creature. Seems successful.
Sweet. Great news, everyone. Hypnotoad worked. I love that I've been setting up this thing as Hypnotoad for 3 years, and now it finally got a stun power.
And now it's there, yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you just put another one? All right. Let's. What do I have? Just this. Okay. As a bonus action, I will cast Zephyr Strike, which lets me move without attacks of opportunity. 5, 10, 15. Oh, there's the one. 5, 15. Ah.
Sorry. Relevant to those that are relevant, so.
Yes. And then I will make bow attacks. One of them will have an extra d8. So the first one will be no, I think I gotta focus fire on the big guy. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and lay the hurt on the big one. I have advantage on this one, right? From Alex's help.
Alex's help? Yep.
Yes. And also I think maybe because it's stunned.
Yeah, it is stunned.
22 hit.
That happened. And a 22 does it. Mhm.
And I am going to channel a level 3 this time. I remember these. Right, the last time they went down so easy was because they took a bajillion damage from an adamantine fan. Are they undead?
No.
Okay. Are they evil?
Construct neutral.
Well, then I won't take as many spiffy bonus. And only roll 49 damage.
49.
And then I'm going to shoot him again.
I believe it. Here.
It's way better to hit.
Attack action.
31 more.
And 18 does hit, yes.
Well, that's 27 actually. 18 plus 9.
Oh, yeah.
With sharpshooter. So 31 more damage. Total of 80 to start.
49 and 31.
Yeah.
A bunch of dips.
Oh,
Bunch of
I did
DPS
forget
there.
an extra 8. Sweet. From the Zephyr Strike, I get 1 extra D8 of force damage.
And I believe that the help from Alex gave a dice.
Oh, did it?
Is that right? From Alex?
Yeah, you get 1d6 extra. It's not that much, but
Hey, I'll take it. So
and
a
it's
total
whatever
of
damage type. It's whatever damage type you're already doing.
mostly piercing. So that's 70, 80, 92 damage.
92. And as the series of arrows strike true, this bucket-headed monstrosity stumbles back and falls.
And that's my
Yeah.
turn.
Chippy. We do see ourselves narratively pulling to a crushing win here. And I think I will probably remove us from combat, and as Chippy and Alex step through and loose some hell upon these barely yet alive critters, badly damaged. The last two are finished off and drop below. Looking around, you see this room is some kind of forge, plus whatever diabolical machinery that is to the north. But it looks like it's used for assembling corpses into armor-clad golems.
Not
Can we
really
can we
my pot
destroy
of
it?
tea.
Can we destroy it?
It's a good question. How would you do so?
Firebolt.
So pistons and tubes don't seem to care about your firebolt.
Are they all adamantine? Adamantine?
No, there's a variety of things here. You know, it does look like, with some effort, it could probably be injured or damaged. A lot of it does look like it would be pretty tough to deal with, but there's parts and pieces that you could work on. And if you want to sabotage it, we can go ahead and say that's done. Is that the plan?
Yep.
All right.
You're muted,
Oh,
Thomas.
wow.
Oops, we were muted. Wayne is going to set an immovable rod to keep the door shut while we tinker.
All right.
This door to the south.
So,
I'm not sure if anybody heard us just absolutely murder these their work crew, but just in case.
indeed.
Um,
So if we want to get an investigate or a search or a spot or something, what are we working on here? This room's well lit. There's a series of torches and braziers.
Chippy wants to look for any sign of any magical stuff going on and see if he can figure out some way to like magically, I don't know, make it eat itself or go boom or something. like not in terms of casting a spell, but just trying to understand what's going on from a magical perspective. And Alex is going to help, so he gets advantage. Can we do Arcana, or do you want to do Investigate?
We'll do Arcana for what you're doing, and I'll have Roken work on the Investigate.
Is there an employee orientation handbook sitting around somewhere?
Getting to know your patron. So,
Horrible murder golem summoning, and you. Your first day at work.
Roken has an amazing 30 to investigate, and Chippy has an amazing 30 for Arcana. So, double barrel there, and I'll lay it out like this. You put together enough ingredients into the contraption and turn the knobs in the right order, which you figured out how to. It will eat golems, flesh golems, and plate armor. It's like flesh golem plus plate armor smashed together. So that's the magical bits that you find, Chippy. And you also figure out how to interact with those. And from there, we see that there are a number of things that our investigation put together from Roken. And the pieces that we find here are this forge is outfitted to be not only crafting these golems to the north, but also to tinker, to create, and smith out items. And it seems that there are a series of these things already made out. You can put together 2 sets of thieves' tools, 1 set of artisan's tools, set of alchemist supplies, mason's tools, smith's tools, four caged rats. I don't hear Thomas. Okay. So there are a handful of things that Broken is able to find here. And as far as you can put together, there are 4 living rats. There's a number of other cages, but these rats seem to be the victim of various different traps that have been activated. This seems to be testing. Now, amongst the tools that you have here, you also find what seems to be a lantern emitting a magical light.
And so that was 2 sets of thieves' tools. You kind of went fast there. A lantern emitting magical light. What else?
I totally did go fast there. My apologies.
Or you could just copy paste it in chat. I don't know what's easier.
2 thief, 1 artisan, 1 alchemist, one mason, one smith.
Cool. Thanks.
4 rats, living rats, in cages. Piles of dead rats, also in their own cage, each a victim of a different trap. And this magical lantern. Knowing that it is a magical item, you do feel it would require attunement to interact with,
Okay.
but it could be studied. Arcana would allow for that, and we did have a really excellent Arcana from Chippy before. So while you're looking over the contraption, well, Chippy's looking over the contraption, and Roken discovers the lantern. We'll go ahead and include some information about the lantern there and that. Checking things out. Which gets us to you would recognize this lantern as a specific type of wondrous item. Chippy, which is a ghost lantern. If you understand the magics, it's an attune. It requires attunement, but you can command light, bright light, or off. You can order the spirit to leave the lantern and work as a mage hand. If you fall unconscious near the lantern within 10 feet, it will come out to stabilize you. The spirit is bound to the lantern and can't be harmed, returned, or raised from the dead, as the enchantment works. But a dispel good and evil would render the spirit free to return to the afterlife and the item non-magical. So yeah, you've read about these before. You know exactly what that series of runes will do. Now with this storage room clear, we know that there is a door to the south. There's light in this room, the tools you could use. You can continue exploring through this route here, or you can go back upstairs and head to the central staircase. But as far as which way that turns out, we will have to follow up with our heroes next week. Our same Gamebreakers time and channel. Now, hopefully, everyone out there enjoyed the series tonight. And if you want to see what we've been up to, go back and check out our earlier episodes and get caught up. There's a lot of good times in there. And go ahead and hit the like button down there if you liked what you saw, and subscribe to see more of us. And you can look up our Patreon, help us do it better next time. And until then, have a game. Bye, everyone.